Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today we are diving into the fascinating world of the 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny, the final Denver mint wheat cent ever produced. This small copper coin may look ordinary, but hidden behind its classic design is an incredible story of American history, collector demand, rare mint errors, and surprising value potential. From pocket change discoveries to high-grade auction treasures, this penny continues to excite collectors around the world. So grab your magnifying glass, check your coin jars, and let's uncover the secrets of the famous 1958 wheat cent. Top 3 first up. The 1958 Lincoln Wheat Cent is one of those classic American coins that many collectors remember finding in old jars, family collections, or rolls of pennies from the bank. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary 1-cent coin, but for coin collectors and treasure hunters, this small copper coin carries a fascinating history and surprising value potential. The D mint mark means the coin was produced at the famous Denver Mint, and because 1958 was the final year of the Lincoln Wheat Cent design, collectors pay special attention to it. This coin marks the end of an era in American coinage, making it historically important as well as collectible. Many people search for the 1958 D penny because certain high-grade examples and rare error varieties can be worth far more than face value. While millions were made, condition is everything in the coin market. A worn coin may only be worth a few cents, while a perfectly preserved mint-state example can bring impressive prices. Some rare varieties from 1958 have become legendary among collectors, especially the famous doubled die versions. Because of this, coin hunters still carefully inspect old wheat pennies, hoping to discover a hidden gem. The 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny was produced during a very important transition period in United States coin history. The Lincoln Cent series first began in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Before Lincoln appeared on the cent, American coins usually featured symbolic figures rather than real people. The Lincoln cent changed that tradition forever and became one of the most recognized coins in American history. By 1958, the United States was in the middle of the post-World War II economic boom. America was experiencing rapid industrial growth, suburban expansion, and rising consumer culture. Cars filled the highways, television became common in homes, and the Cold War with the Soviet Union influenced national politics and technology. During this period, billions of pennies were needed for daily commerce because cash transactions dominated the economy. The 1958 D penny became historically important because it was the final year of the wheat reverse design. In 1959, the US Mint replaced the wheat ears on the back of the coin with the Lincoln Memorial reverse to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. That means the 1958 D penny represents the end of nearly 50 years of the beloved wheat cent series. Collectors often build complete Lincoln wheat sets, and the final year coins are always popular because they close the chapter on a classic design. Even though the 1958 D penny is not considered a rare date in normal circulated grades, its historical significance keeps demand strong. Millions of people saved wheat pennies over the years, but collectors continue searching for beautiful red uncirculated examples and rare mint errors that can command large premiums. The obverse or front of the 1958 D Lincoln cent features the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln facing to the right. The design was created by renowned sculptor Victor David Brenner. His initials, VDB, appear near the bottom rim on the reverse of most wheat cents, although they are very small. Above Lincoln's portrait appears the word Liberty, while the date 1958 and the D mint mark appear to the right. The national motto, "In God We Trust," arches across the top edge of the coin. The reverse design shows two wheat ears surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. This iconic design gave the coin its famous nickname, the Wheat Penny. The phrase EPLURBUSUNUM appears across the top. The wheat ears symbolized agricultural prosperity and national unity during the early 20th century. The 1958 D penny was struck in a bronze composition, consisting primarily of 95% copper with 5% tin and zinc. The coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. Like other wheat cents of the era, it has a plain edge rather than a reeded edge. Because of its high copper content, many surviving examples display beautiful red, orange, or brown tones depending on how they were stored over the decades. One special feature collectors watch closely is color designation. Professional grading companies classify copper cents as brown, BN, red-brown, RB, or red, RD. Fully red coins are usually worth significantly more because they retain their original mint color and shine. The D mint mark on the 1958 D cent indicates it was struck at the United States Mint facility in Denver, Colorado. The Denver Mint has produced billions of coins throughout American history and is known for large production numbers during the 20th century. On Lincoln's cents of this period, the mint mark appears on the obverse below the date. If a 1958 penny has no mint mark, it means the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Philadelphia traditionally produced coins without mint marks for many decades. Collectors often compare mintages and strike quality between Philadelphia and Denver issues. For 1958 pennies, the Denver Mint produced more coins than Philadelphia. Because of this, the 1958D is generally common in circulated grades. However, some collectors believe Denver examples often show sharper details and stronger strikes. High-quality examples with full original red color are especially popular among advanced collectors. The Denver Mint produced approximately 800,953,300 Lincoln cents in 1958. That is an enormous number, making the coin very common in circulated condition today. Because of the huge mintage, most ordinary 1958D pennies are not rare. However, rarity changes dramatically when condition and varieties are considered. While worn examples are easy to find, superb gem-quality coins graded MS66, MS67, or higher become much scarcer. Collectors building registry sets compete aggressively for the finest known examples, pushing prices upward. The regular 1958D cent is not considered a key date, but it remains highly collectible because it represents the last year of the wheat cent series. The true rarities come from special eras and exceptionally preserved coins. The value of a 1958D penny depends heavily on condition, color, and whether the coin has any rare errors. In poor condition with heavy wear. A typical 1958D wheat cent is usually worth around 3 to 10 cents because of its copper content and collector demand. In normal circulated grades, many examples sell for around 15 cents to 50 cents. A fine condition coin with moderate detail may bring around $1 or slightly more. Extremely fine examples with strong wheat lines and sharper Lincoln details can range from about $2 to $5. Uncirculated examples become much more desirable, especially those with original red color. Mint state red examples often sell between $10 and $50 depending on grade quality. In very high grades such as MS66 red or MS67 red, prices can rise dramatically. Some certified superb gem examples have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction because top-grade registry collectors compete for the best surviving coins. The most famous and valuable variety connected to 1958 is the extremely rare 1958 double die obverse cent. Although most known examples are from Philadelphia without a mint mark, this variety is one of the most famous Lincoln cent errors ever discovered. Authentic examples have sold for well over $100,000 at major auctions. Because of these spectacular sales, collectors examine 1958 pennies very carefully. Era collectors love the 1958 Lincoln cents because several fascinating mint mistakes exist. One of the most famous is the double die obverse variety, where the lettering and date show dramatic doubling caused by a misaligned die during production. Strong doubling can often be seen in Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. Genuine examples are extremely rare and valuable. Off-center strikes are another collectible error. These occur when the coin blank is not centered correctly during striking, leaving part of the design missing. The more dramatic the off-center percentage while still showing the date, the more valuable the coin becomes. Collectors also search for clipped planchets, where part of the coin blank is missing because of a cutting mistake at the mint. Broad strike errors without a retaining collar can create coins with stretched appearances. Die cracks, cuds, and rotated dies are also known on 1958D cents. Wrong planchet errors are especially exciting. In rare cases, pennies may have been struck on foreign coin blanks or incorrect metal planchets. These unusual pieces can bring strong premiums depending on rarity and authentication. Because counterfeit error coins exist, serious collectors often use professional grading services to verify authenticity before buying or selling expensive examples. One reason the 1958D penny remains so popular is that it can still occasionally be found in unexpected places. Many families stored wheat pennies in jars, coffee cans, piggy banks, drawers, and old collections for decades. Estate sales and inherited coin boxes sometimes contain forgotten rolls of wheat cents that have not been searched in years. Coin roll hunters still search bank rolls hopping to find old wheat pennies mixed with modern cents. While finding a high-grade 1958D in circulation today is uncommon, it is not impossible. Some people unknowingly spend old collections, sending collectible coins back into circulation. Metal detector hobbyists occasionally recover wheat cents from parks, school grounds, and old home sites. Even though most circulated examples are inexpensive, discovering a rare error or a beautifully preserved red specimen can turn an ordinary penny into a valuable collectible. Before selling a 1958 penny, collectors should carefully examine the coin under magnification. Small details such as luster, wear, scratches, and color greatly affect value. Coins with original red surfaces are usually more valuable than brown examples. Collectors should never clean old coins. Cleaning can permanently damage the surface and reduce value dramatically. Many beginners mistakenly polish pennies to make them shiny, but experienced collectors prefer original untouched surfaces. Proper storage is also important. Wheat cents should be kept in coin holders, flips, albums, or airtight capsules to prevent moisture damage and fingerprints. Copper coins are sensitive to environmental conditions and can discolor over time if stored improperly. For potentially valuable errors or high-grade examples, professional grading can be worthwhile. Third-party grading companies authenticate coins, assign official grades, and protect them in sealed holders that improve buyer confidence. The 1958 wheat penny has steady long-term collector demand because it is tied to the final year of the famous wheat cent series. While common circulated examples are unlikely to make anyone rich, premium quality coins continue attracting attention from serious collectors. The strongest investment potential exists in certified high-grade red examples and genuine error coins. Registry collectors often compete intensely for top population pieces, creating strong auction prices. As more collectors enter the hobby, demand for classic Lincoln cents may continue growing. Copper coinage also has historical appeal that keeps the market active. Many collectors enjoy Lincoln Wheat cents because they are affordable, recognizable, and connected to American history. Next up, the 1942 Lincoln Wheat Penny is one of those classic American coins that instantly grabs the attention of collectors, history lovers, and treasure hunters. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary old 1-cent coin, but behind this small copper penny is a fascinating story connected to World War II, American history, and the growing excitement of rare coin collecting. The D Mint mark means this coin was struck at the famous Denver Mint, and millions of Americans handled these pennies during one of the most important periods in modern history. Today, collectors search for the 1942 penny because some examples can be worth far more than face value, especially high-grade coins and rare mint-era varieties. For beginners, this coin is an affordable entry into coin collecting, while advanced collectors chase sharply struck mint-state examples with beautiful original red color. The combination of history, wartime significance, and collector demand keeps the 1942 Lincoln cent highly popular in today's rare coin market. The full history of the 1942 Lincoln cent takes us directly into the tense days of World War II. In 1942, the United States had officially entered the war after the attack on Pearl Harbor in late 1941. American industries were shifting toward military production, and metals such as copper became extremely important for ammunition, electrical equipment, and wartime manufacturing. The Lincoln cent in 1942 was still made mostly of copper, but the government was already preparing to conserve metal supplies. This eventually led to the famous 1943 steel cent the following year. Because of this historical transition, the 1942 penny series became an important, last full copper wartime issue before the steel cents appeared. The Lincoln Wheat cent design itself had already become iconic by this time. Introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, it was the first regular United States coin to feature a real historical person instead of symbolic imagery. By 1942, the coin had become deeply connected to everyday American life. Millions of these pennies passed through the hands of workers, soldiers, shopkeepers, and families during wartime America. Today, collectors appreciate the 1942 penny not only for its numismatic value, but also for its connection to one of the most dramatic eras in world history. The design details of the 1942 Lincoln cent are admired by collectors because of their simplicity and timeless appearance. The obverse or front features a right-facing portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by famous sculptor Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's head appears the motto "In God We Trust," while the word "Liberty" is placed to the left side. The date 1942 appears on the right side along with the small D Mint mark below the date, indicating production at the Denver Mint. On the reverse or back, the coin displays two wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. Above these words is the Latin motto, E Pluribus Unum. This wheat reverse design gave the coin its popular nickname, the Wheat Penny. The coin is made primarily of 95% copper with 5% tin and zinc. It weighs approximately 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. The warm reddish copper appearance is one of the reasons collectors love these coins, especially when original mint luster survives in high-grade examples. Coins with bright red surfaces are usually worth much more than darker brown circulated pieces. The mint mark information is very important when discussing the 1942 Lincoln Cent series. The D mint mark represents the Denver Mint located in Denver. During 1942, Lincoln Cents were produced at 3 major United States mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia carried no mint mark, while Denver coins displayed the D, and San Francisco coins used the S for the 1942 D cent. The mint mark is found directly below the date on the obverse side. Collectors pay close attention to mint marks because production numbers and strike quality varied between mint locations. The Denver Mint often produced coins with strong strikes, but some pieces still show weakness in the wheat lines or Lincoln's hair details. Although the 1942 D is not considered a major rarity, collectors still seek premium quality examples with sharp detail and original red color. Mint location can dramatically affect rarity in some years, and while the 1942 D is relatively available, exceptional condition coins remain difficult to find. The mintage numbers for the 1942 D Lincoln Cent were extremely high because America needed enormous quantities of small change during wartime commerce. The Denver Mint struck approximately 206 million of these pennies in 1942. Because of this large production, the coin is generally considered common in circulated grades today. Many examples survive in old collections, jars, and inherited coin albums. However, rarity changes significantly when condition becomes a factor. While worn circulated pieces are easy to obtain, fully original mint state coins with blazing red surfaces are much scarcer. High-grade certified examples become increasingly rare and expensive as the quality improves. Coins graded MS66 red or higher are especially desirable because they combine strong detail, attractive color, and excellent preservation. This is why even a common date coin like the 1942 D can become highly valuable when found in exceptional condition. The value of the 1942 D Lincoln Cent today depends heavily on condition, color, and the presence of errors or varieties. In poor, heavily worn condition, the coin is usually worth around 10 cents to 50 cents because of its copper content and collector interest. In normal circulated grades, many examples sell between 50 cents and $3. Fine condition coins with clearer wheat lines and stronger details may bring around $5 to $10. Extremely fine examples with limited wear can reach $15 to $30 depending on eye appeal. Uncirculated examples become far more valuable. Brown mint state coins may range from $20 to $75, while red mint state examples often sell for $100 or more. High-grade certified coins graded MS66 red can sell for several $100s, and superb gem examples have reached well over $1,000 in major auctions. Auction records show that exceptionally preserved 1942 D cents with outstanding color and strike quality have sold for impressive prices, especially when certified by leading grading services like Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company. Values constantly change with market demand, collector competition, and overall coin quality. Rare errors and varieties make the 1942 D penny especially exciting for treasure hunters. One of the most popular varieties is the 1942 D doubled die error, where parts of the lettering or date appear doubled because of a mistake during die production. Strong doubled dies can command substantial premiums depending on visibility and condition. Off-center strikes are another collectible error, occurring when the coin blank was improperly positioned during striking. These coins can range from mildly off-center to dramatic examples missing large portions of the design. Clipped planchet errors happen when part of the metal blank is cut incorrectly, creating a curved missing section on the coin. Die cracks are also common and appear as raised lines caused by damaged dies. Broad strike errors occur when the retaining collar fails during striking, causing the coin to spread outward without a proper rim. Rotated die errors are popular among collectors because the front and back designs are misaligned. One of the most valuable possibilities involves transitional wrong planchet errors connected to wartime metal changes. Although extremely rare, collectors constantly examine 1942 pennies for unusual compositions or experimental metal issues connected to the coming 1943 steel cent transition. Error coins can sometimes sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on rarity and condition. The hidden treasure angle is one of the reasons the 1942 D penny remains so popular on YouTube and among beginner collectors. Unlike ultra-rare coins locked away in museums, This penny can still occasionally be discovered in old collections, inherited jars, estate sales, antique boxes, and coin rolls from banks. Many older Americans saved wheat pennies for decades, and entire groups of these coins continue to appear during estate cleanouts and family inheritances. Some people unknowingly spend old wheat cents into circulation, meaning lucky collectors still have a chance to find one in pocket change. While most circulated examples are common, hidden treasures can appear in the form of high-grade coins, original red pieces, or rare errors. That possibility keeps collectors searching through old jars and rolls every single day. Collector tips are extremely important before buying or selling a 1942 penny. The first thing collectors should examine is the coin's condition. Strong detail in Lincoln's hair, clear wheat stalk lines, and original color can significantly increase value. Collectors should also carefully inspect the date and mint mark area for doubling or unusual features that may indicate valuable varieties. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is cleaning coins. Cleaning can permanently damage the surface and reduce value dramatically because collectors prefer natural original surfaces. Even a shiny cleaned coin may be worth less than a darker untouched example. Proper storage is also essential. Coins should be kept in protective holders, coin flips, or albums away from moisture and humidity. Serious collectors often send valuable coins to professional grading companies for authentication and condition certification. A certified high-grade 1942 penny can attract much stronger prices in the marketplace. The investment potential of the 1942 Lincoln cent remains steady because Lincoln wheat cents continue to enjoy strong collector demand worldwide. These coins are among the most widely collected American coins, and their historical connection to World War II gives them lasting appeal. While ordinary circulated examples may not become extremely valuable, premium quality uncirculated pieces continue to rise in price as collectors compete for the best surviving examples. Era coins and top population certified pieces have especially strong long-term potential. The market for classic United States coins has remained active for decades, and Lincoln cents are often considered one of the safest and most popular areas for beginner and intermediate collectors. Because many high-grade red examples are already locked into long-term collections, truly superb pieces may become even more desirable in the future. There are many fun facts about the 1942 Lincoln cent that surprise collectors. This coin was among the last regular copper Lincoln cents before the famous 1943 steel pennies completely changed the appearance of the 1-cent coin. During World War II, children often collected pennies to support scrap drives and wartime fundraising campaigns. Some collectors also search for wood grain tunning on 1942 cents, where the copper alloy creates streaked color patterns resembling wood texture. Another interesting fact is that millions of soldiers carried wheat pennies overseas during the war years, meaning these tiny coins traveled around the world during one of history's greatest conflicts. Many collectors also enjoy building complete date-and mint Lincoln cent sets, and the 1942 is an important part of those collections. And now, before you check your own coin jars and old collections, remember this. The 1942 Lincoln Wheat Penny may look small and ordinary, but it carries a powerful story of wartime America, history, and hidden value. Whether your coin is worth a few cents or hundreds of dollars depends on condition, color, rarity, and possible mint errors, so always inspect your coins carefully before spending or selling them. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible wheat penny, make sure to like the video, comment below with your favorite coin discovery, subscribe for more rare coin history and value guides, and most importantly, start checking your pennies today because your next hidden treasure could already be sitting in your pocket or an old family jar waiting to be discovered. Next up, the 1937 Lincoln Wheat Penny is one of the most popular early Lincoln cents collected by coin enthusiasts across the world. This small copper coin may look ordinary at first glance, but it carries a deep connection to American history, the Great Depression era, and the golden age of classic United States coinage. The D mint mark on the coin tells collectors that it was struck at the famous Denver Mint, and many people search for this coin today because older wheat pennies continue to grow in popularity among collectors, treasure hunters, and investors. What makes the 1937 D penny especially interesting is that it comes from a period when the United States was slowly recovering from economic hardship. Millions of these coins were used in daily life during a difficult decade, meaning every surviving piece carries real historical character. While common circulated examples are affordable, high-grade uncirculated coins and rare era varieties can sell for surprisingly strong prices. This combination of history, affordability, and possible hidden value keeps collectors searching through old jars, coin rolls, estate collections, and inherited boxes, hopping to discover a valuable 1937 D wheat cent. The 1937 D Lincoln cent was produced during the administration of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a time when America was still feeling the effects of the Great Depression. Jobs were scarce, families struggled financially, and even a single penny had meaningful buying power in daily life. During this era, pennies were heavily used in commerce, which explains why many surviving examples today show strong wear from circulation. The Lincoln cent series itself began in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Before the Lincoln cent, most United States coins featured symbolic figures rather than real historical people. The introduction of Lincoln's portrait marked a major change in American coin design and became one of the most successful coin series ever created. By 1937, the Lincoln Wheat Penny had already become familiar to millions of Americans. The Denver Mint played an important role in producing coins for the western United States. Coins struck there received the D Mint mark beneath the date on the obverse side. The 1937 D penny was made primarily for circulation, not for collectors, meaning most examples entered everyday commerce immediately after production. Collectors today consider the 1937 D cent an important part of completing Lincoln Wheat Penny collections. Although it is not considered a rare key date, it remains historically important because it represents pre-World War II American coinage. Coins from this period are loved because they connect collectors directly to the lives of ordinary people living through one of America's most challenging decades. The front of the 1937 D Lincoln cent features the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln facing right. This design was created by renowned sculptor Victor David Brenner, whose initials, VDB, appear at the bottom edge of the reverse on many Lincoln cents of this era. Above Lincoln's head appears the motto, "In God We Trust," while the word liberty is positioned to the left side. The date 1937 and the small D mint mark appear on the right side near Lincoln's shoulder. The reverse side displays two wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. At the top appears the Latin motto, EPLURBUSUNUM, meaning out of many, one. This reverse design gave the coin its popular nickname, the wheat penny or wheat cent. The wheat ears symbolize America's agricultural strength and prosperity. The coin is made primarily of 95% copper with 5% tin and zinc. It weighs 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. The edge is plain rather than reeded. One special feature collectors admire is the rich color agging of original copper coins. Depending on storage and circulation, the coin may appear red, red-brown, or dark brown. Brilliant red uncirculated examples are especially valuable because original mint color rarely survives for decades. The D Mint mark on the 1937 D penny represents the Denver Mint, located in Denver, Colorado. This mint facility opened in 1906 and became famous for producing large quantities of circulation coins for the western region of the country. On Lincoln cents of this period, the mint mark is located directly below the date on the obverse side. Coins without a mint mark from 1937 were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During that era, Philadelphia coins usually carried no mint mark, while Denver coins used D and San Francisco coins used S. Mint location can strongly affect rarity and value in coin collecting. Some years had low mintages at specific facilities, creating rare key dates. In the case of the 1937 D penny, production numbers were relatively high, so the coin is not considered rare in circulated grades. However, high-quality mint state examples with sharp strike details and strong original color are much more difficult to locate and can command premium prices. The Denver Mint produced approximately 50,430,000 Lincoln cents in 1937. This is a large mintage number, meaning the coin is generally considered common in lower circulated grades. Because so many were made, collectors can still find examples without extreme difficulty. However, condition changes everything in coin collecting. Most 1937 D cents entered heavy circulation during the late 1930s and 1940s, causing wear and damage over time. Truly pristine uncirculated examples with full red mint luster are much scarcer than the mintage suggests. As a result, collectors seeking top registry quality coins often compete heavily for premium specimens. The coin is not classified as a key date or semi-key date, but it remains an essential piece for Lincoln Wheat Penny collections. Many collectors enjoy it because it is affordable enough for beginners while still offering opportunities for valuable high-grade discoveries. The value of a 1937 D Lincoln Wheat Penny depends heavily on condition, color, eye appeal, and possible mint errors. A heavily worn example in poor condition may sell for only around 25 cents to $1 because of its copper content and collector demand. Ordinary circulated examples usually range between $1 and $5, depending on wear and detail remaining. Coins graded fine condition often sell for around $5 to $10 because important design details remain visible. Extremely fine examples with limited wear may bring $15 to $35. Uncirculated examples become much more valuable, especially those with attractive original red surfaces. Lower mint state examples such as MS63 red can sell for around $40 to $100, while higher grade coins graded MS65 red may bring several $100s. Superb gem examples graded MS67 red can become extremely valuable because very few survive with perfect surfaces and strong mint luster. Auction records for elite quality examples have reached thousands of dollars. Some certified top population coins with exceptional eye appeal have sold for over $5,000 in major auctions. These prices are rare and apply only to the finest known examples certified by professional grading companies such as Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company. The 1937 D Lincoln cent is also collected for its fascinating mint errors and die varieties. Although no major doubled die variety from this year is as famous as the legendary 1955 doubled die cent, collectors still search for smaller doubling varieties and unusual mint mistakes. Off-center strikes are among the most popular errors. These occur when the blank planchet is not centered correctly during striking, creating a coin with part of the design missing. The more dramatic the off-center strike while still showing the date, the more valuable the coin can become. Clipped planchet errors happen when the metal blank is improperly cut before striking, leaving a curved missing section on the coin. Broad strike errors occur when the coin is struck outside its retaining collar, causing it to appear wider and flatter than normal. Collectors also search for die cracks, which appear as raised lines caused by damaged dies. Rotated die errors are another interesting variety where the front and back designs are misaligned. Wrong planchet errors, although extremely rare, can be highly valuable if a 1937 D cent was accidentally struck on metal, intended for another denomination. Because counterfeit error coins exist, collectors should always authenticate valuable varieties through professional grading services before spending large amounts of money. One reason the 1937 D penny remains exciting is that examples can still occasionally be discovered in unexpected places. Many families stored old wheat pennies in jars, coffee cans, drawers, and piggy banks for decades. Estate sales, flea markets, antique stores, and inherited collections continue producing hidden finds. Coin roll hunters especially enjoy searching bank rolls for old wheat cents because millions were saved but never professionally sorted. While finding a high-grade uncirculated example in circulation today is extremely unlikely, circulated 1937 D cents still appear from time to time. Some collectors have even discovered valuable error coins hidden among ordinary pennies because previous owners never noticed the unusual features. This treasure hunting aspect keeps excitement alive for Lincoln cent collectors around the world. Before selling a 1937 D penny, collectors should carefully examine the coin under proper lighting. Important details include wear, scratches, cleaning damage, color, strike quality, and possible errors. Even small differences in condition can dramatically affect value. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is cleaning old coins. Cleaning can permanently damage original surfaces and reduce collector value significantly. A naturally toned coin is usually worth much more than a polished or scrubbed example. Professional grading may be worthwhile for coins appearing uncirculated or showing unusual errors. Certification from respected grading companies provides authenticity and can increase buyer confidence. Collectors should also store copper coins safely in dry environments using coin holders, flips, or albums designed for long-term preservation, because moisture and improper storage can damage surfaces over time. The 1937 D wheat penny continues to show stable collector demand because Lincoln cents remain one of the most widely collected coin series in the world. Beginners often start with wheat pennies because they are affordable, historical, and easy to understand. This constant demand helps maintain market interest. Although ordinary circulated examples are unlikely to become extremely valuable, high-grade red specimens and rare mint errors may continue appreciating over time. As more collectors compete for top-quality coins and surviving original examples become harder to locate, premium certified pieces could see stronger future prices. The long-term strength of the Lincoln cent market also benefits from nostalgia and historical appeal. Many collectors enjoy owning coins that circulated during important moments in American history. Because the Wheat Penny series ended in 1958, collector interest remains strong generation after generation. A fascinating fact about the 1937 D penny is that it circulated during the same year the famous Golden Gate Bridge opened in California. Americans using these pennies in daily commerce were living through a period of major engineering achievements and cultural change. Another interesting fact is that a single penny in 1937 had much greater purchasing power than today. Children could buy candy, newspapers, or small items for only a few cents, making the humble penny an important everyday coin. Collectors also love the warm appearance of aged copper. No two old wheat pennies tone exactly alike, meaning every surviving coin has developed its own unique character after decades of storage and circulation. The Lincoln cent is also one of the longest-running coin designs in United States history. Lincoln's portrait first appeared in 1909 and remains on the cent today in modern form, making it one of the most recognizable coins ever produced by the United States Mint. The 1937 D Lincoln Wheat Penny may look like a simple old 1-cent coin, but behind that tiny piece of copper is an incredible story of American history, economic struggle, classic coin artistry, and hidden collector value. Whether you are a beginner searching through pocket change or an experienced numismatist chasing high-grade rarities, this coin continues to capture attention nearly 90 years after it was made. So before you ignore those old pennies sitting in jars, boxes, or family collections, take a closer look because you might be holding a valuable wheat cent without even realizing it. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more rare coin history, coin values, mint errors, and hidden treasure discoveries. Most importantly, keep checking your coins because the next valuable find could already be in your collection today.